So for vlog number 4 or 5 for week 5, that's all I know. It says, express your thoughts and understanding concerning what the primary ethical challenge that we see emerging in social media is today, and what steps do you think we should take to address it? So I think that the primary ethical challenge that we see today, we talked about, is just the fact that you don't know who's behind the screen. And because of that fact, people feel like they can say more than they would typically in person or in front of someone. So it has almost created this environment where people just have free reign to say whatever they want. And it can be completely out of line, and they can be even completely different personality-wise, and they can almost have alter egos online where they act completely different than they normally would. And so I think that's one of the biggest challenges that social media faces today, is that it allows for that to kind of happen freely. And I think the only way we could try to stop it is really try to authenticate who it is behind the screen. And something that might work is limit people to one account. And I don't know how you would do that unless obviously they have a business, but then to get that business an account, they'd have to go through a little process to get that business, but then otherwise they have their one account. And so if they do create an account for their person who they are, then that's it, that's all they get. If they want to do it as some other account, they still could obviously, but I think it would limit the amount of people that have multiple accounts, where they have one where they're running around just kind of saying whatever. Again, I don't really know how that would be enforced or how well that would be taken. The other side is when I said like the authentication part of things, I don't really know how they would do that either. I feel like there's a way around almost anything today, but that's something that I feel like they could do. But the biggest thing would just be, make it more easily accessible to report situations where that happens. I feel like the biggest thing is when you're getting harassed, or it's not really someone out there that's real, there's not really anything you can do about it. You can block them obviously, but you can't necessarily, you can, but it's a longer process to report them. So make that more easily accessible, and make it where we have like an AI system or something that looks into those reports more often than just a human could, going through and looking at those. I think that might work. So those are kind of my thoughts on how to help fix that, but I don't know. Interesting topic.